Welcome to the Courage to Be podcast. I am your host, Tanya Vasallo.
What do you do when the energies aren't vibing in your family? For me, I'm going to share a little story that happened this weekend. So we were out and about on Sunday and we were just walking around. We were looking at art. We were doing our own thing. And my daughter and I in particular weren't jiving. We were just not getting along. It seemed like she was trying to pick a fight with me. I don't like just arguing for the sake of arguing. It makes no sense to me, or wanting to be combative. She got into that energy. She likes being combative and debating and stuff, but that exhausts me. So I just dropped it. And my husband stepped in at one point and he's like, "Oh my God," joking to my daughter. He brought lightness to it. He's like, "It seems like you're trying to pick a fight today or whatever." So he just brought it to her awareness. And we continued with our walk. We did our own thing, the three of us together. And it came a moment of sitting down for lunch. And it could have gone many ways. You know, it could have been just one of these uncomfortable lunches that you don't enjoy and that you almost regret that you went out that day, you know, as a family. And instead, you know, it was interesting because my daughter was sitting between us and reminding you, my daughter's only 11 years old. So we're not talking about a 25-year-old or even an 18-year-old. So the three of us are sitting there and she just looks at both of us and she's like, "Well, since the energy hasn't been the best, why don't we go around the table and each one of us say three things we love about each one of us and three things that we love about ourselves?" Whoa, that just blew my mind. I mean, I don't know if she's picked up from me and my coaching, but it's not something typical. Even if she had picked up on it, it just blew my mind. And I learned so much from that. She was able to shift the energy in 2 seconds at that table. And her level of confidence, her level of awareness, and bringing us back together, you know, her sense of empathy too, as well as emotional intelligence and reading what's been going on and how to shift it, because we can all pick up on what's going on and we can all feel like, oh, the energy is not good, and then we just get into dynamics and patterns, especially as a family. And to me, that was so beautiful. And I wanted to share that story with you so that you can ask yourself the question, yes, what do I do when the dynamics in the family aren't going well, or the energies fall, you know, or things are just not, we're just not connecting? How do we regroup? Because there's two ways that this could have gone. We could have been combative with each other. We could have argued, and I could have held resentment towards her and vice versa, you know, where she's holding resentment towards me because I'm not acting or being the way she wants me to be, and the other way around. And then that just starts piling up, especially when you're a little kid and you're not working through these things because they don't teach us these things in school and how to work through them. Or you could shift everything, become aware, let go of it, and focus on the positive like she did. And it was such a beautiful exercise. Not only the level of awareness and how she brought this to our attention, but it was a beautiful exercise in going around and telling each family member what we loved about them, telling them three things we loved about them. Because a lot of times we don't do this. Maybe we might do this on Thanksgiving. You know, like I just can't think of families. If you're one of the few families that goes around and tells each family member what you love about them on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis, kudos to you. And please email me, write to me, because I want to learn from you. But that's not the case in the majority of the people that I know. And being able to look at my husband and say three things I love about him, looking into my daughter's eyes and voicing three things I loved about her in front of her and my husband, and then saying three things that I love about myself. Because a lot of times you might say something that you love about one of your family members, you know, your spouse, your kids, but do you take that time to acknowledge yourself out loud? And also, the flip side to all of this is, are you capable of receiving those compliments and that love from the people that love you? Big, big profound exercise that we did this weekend. So I invite you, as we're wrapping up here, to think about 3 things that you love with each family member that you have. Maybe you just have a spouse, maybe it's a sibling, maybe you have kids, maybe you don't, but just think of family members. And if they're not around, or, they've passed on and you don't have immediate family members, that's okay. You can still think of 3 things that you loved about them. And then also think of 3 things that you love about yourself. And I want you to go into the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you for X, Y, and Z. And then I want you to go to each one of your family members and tell them 3 things that you love about them. And if you're brave and courageous enough, allow them to say 3 things they love about you and 3 things that they love about themselves. And you can tell them that this was something that you heard on a podcast and that you wanted to try this exercise if it feels a little bit uncomfortable. So let me know. I'd love to hear how this went down for you. And keep on reminding yourselves that we can learn so much from our kids. Have a wonderful day.
If you loved today's episode, it would mean so much if you rate and review The Courage to Be on Apple Podcast. Not only does it help the show to grow, but it also gets you in the running for something amazing. Every month, I draw 1 lucky winner to receive a complimentary 7-night, 8-day vacation. You'll get to pick from over 3,000 beautiful resorts worldwide. You just cover the taxes and fees like you would with a travel rewards. Airfare is not included. And if you want to double your chances, along with your Apple Podcast review, leave a couple of comments on YouTube. That counts as a second entry. Just send your screenshots to help.thecouragetobe@gmail.com, and you'll find the email in the show notes too. It only takes a moment, and who knows, your next adventure might be closer than you think. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on our next episode of the Courage to Be podcast.